Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today is August 13th and it is a beautiful Thursday afternoon here at the dairy that I work at. What the heck is that tractor doing here with all these green ones? Well, a few of the farmers around this area where I live grew some oats this summer, and they actually hired my Uncle Lance to bring one of our tractor and balers over and custom big square bale some. So that's what this tractor is doing here up in the shed. They haven't got all the oats combined yet, so that's why the tractor's sitting here. I apologize, guys. It's just been a while since I uploaded a video, a milking video in general, and that's what tonight's video is going to be. But I have to update you guys on a few things. This little gal right here, this is one of my heifers. So one of my cows, half and half, had a heifer calf, and this is my second heifer calf here. Spoons also had a heifer calf, so I'm kind of starting my own herd here. Pretty excited about that. Haven't named this one yet, but she's pretty tame. I like her. But let's go start chores. So the first thing I'm gonna do is go feed outside in the bunk. So let's go. So I'm out here at the feed bunk with the tractor and mixer, and right next to the feed bunk here is the heifer lockups. This is where the heifers get fed every day, and they get fed with a skid loader. So every time we come out here with the mixer to feed the cows, we push up the leftover feed that they can't reach. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. Alright, got their feed pushed up there. Now we're gonna feed in the bunks here for the cows when they come out after milking tonight. So I just fed about 1,400 pounds of feed out there, and then tonight after milking, when I come out and feed, I'll feed about 600 pounds, so it'll be a total of 2,000 pounds out in the bunk. I'm gonna put the tractor back in the shed up here, and then we're gonna go feed grandma's. Hi, Lucy. Hi, Lucy. How are you? So I'm up here in the north heifer pen right now. This is the only pen I have to feed up here in the afternoon. And you guys might recognize somebody in here. There she is. That's Covita. That's Spoons' calf. That's one of my heifers right there. She's getting pretty big. She's up here in the north heifer pen now. When she gets bigger, she'll move to the south heifer pen down there. And then when she gets bigger, she'll move back home to the heifer lockups, which I showed you earlier, where she'll be bred. But let's get these girls fed and head back. Come on, girls. Alright, I got my one pen fed up here at Grandma's, so we're going to head back now and we'll start getting ready to milk. We do have a new way of prepping cows that we started about 2 months ago. It took a little bit to get used to, but I got it pretty good now. I'll show you that when we start milking. It's just a couple extra steps, and it's to help cut down on high somatic cell count. I'm not really sure what that is. I know that it's some type of bacteria in the milk, and it's supposed to help lower the numbers. So I'll show you that when we milk cows. Alright, so I just got back from feeding up at Grandma's. Now I'm going to start the pasteurizer. In this pasteurizer right here has this morning's calf milk in it, and I'm just reheating it back up so it's nice and warm to feed to the calves tonight. Now let's go out and push up feed. Before we push up feed here quick, I just want to show you my 2 cows here. I own these 2 cows. This is Spoons, and this is Half and Half right here. They were both bred about a week ago. I'm not sure if they're pregnant or not. They both had heifer calves, so I'm kind of starting my own herd here, and I'm very happy. Now let's push up feed. Alright, got all the feed pushed up in the barn here. They got plenty, we don't need to feed any right now. So let's go set up the milk house. Alright, so I got all my buckets and milkers out. If you guys haven't watched my previous videos and are wondering what these buckets are for, these are for treated cows. A treated cow is a cow that is sick and is being treated with medicine, and her milk cannot go in with the rest of the cows. We have to collect it separately, and I'll put it in these 5-gallon pails, and that milk goes into the pasteurizer, which I just showed you, and it'll get pasteurized and kill the bacteria in the milk, and then it's safe to feed to the calves. Should be good to go in here. Let's go start the pump and start milking. apologize about that. You just got drooled on.
So before I show you the new way of prepping cows, I better refresh you on the old way of prepping cows. So this is my cow, half and half right here. And the old way of prepping was we'd take a clean paper towel, wipe all 4 teats off, and then we'd strip them out, and then we'd put our pre-dip, our iodine, on all 4 teats. We would wait 30 seconds to a minute, come back with a clean paper towel, and wipe the pre-dip off, and we'd put the milker on. The new way of milking is we pre-dip first, we wait 30 seconds, but for the sake of the video, I'm just gonna do it all in one part. We'd wait 30 seconds so you have time to go do another cow. We'll come back, strip the cow out with the pre-dip on, and then we pre-dip again. Wait 30 seconds, go do your other cow, and then we come back with our clean paper towel, wipe the pre-dip off, and now we can put the milker on.
And like I said, guys, that's the new way of prepping cows. It's called double dipping. Like you saw, I dipped her twice with the pre-dip. And the purpose for that is because when you go back the second time to strip her out, you're working that pre-dip into the teat, and it really helps clean the teat before you put the milker on. So that's the reasoning behind that. It's also to help lower somatic cell count. Again, not really sure 100% what that is, but it's helping to cut down on that. Let's get milking. So when I milk a treated cow, as you just saw, I dumped the milk in one of those 5-gallon pails. And then I also have a bucket of straight hot water and soap that I carry around with me. And once I take that milker off the treated cow, I'll dip that in the bucket of hot soapy water and let it air dry, because we want to kill the bacteria in the milker that just came off of that treated cow before we put it on a clean cow. Alright, so it's about 5:30 now. I'm at the end of the barn here, finishing up my last few cows. My boss will be in here shortly, and he's going to start letting cows out. It's pretty warm out tonight, so they're all going to go out, and they'll be eating at the feed bunk, and we're going to turn the sprinklers on outside. We actually have sprinklers above the feed bunk where the cows eat that mist water on them, and it helps cool them down. So I'm going to finish up down here, and my boss will start letting cows out, and the next clips you guys are going to see are me washing the milkers in the milk house.
is washed here. Now I'm gonna wash the buckets. I already got tonight's milk put in the pasteurizer and I have that running. We're gonna wash these buckets, then we can run the pipeline wash, and that'll be the final thing we have to do tonight. So what I just did there is I changed the filter in the pipeline. All the milk from the cows tonight goes through this filter and it collects all the flies, the straw, all the bacteria that the milker can pick up. And we take this into the office and we grade it on bacterial level on it and then mastitis. We'll write it in a clipboard and I'll show you that right now. So I'm going to rate tonight's mastitis on the pipeline filter an 8+. 9 is being the best, so this is pretty good. And for bacteria, I'm going to give it a 7. There's some flies and some straw on there, so we'll give that a 7. And then every night, whoever milks initials by what they graded on here. So if there's a problem, like if there's a really bad count for mastitis or bacteria, we know who milked that night and we can figure out what happened. Okay guys, so it's about 6:30 right now. We got cows kicked out. I got all the mattresses scraped and limed in the barn. I'm gonna go out and feed in the bunks outside right now, and then we'll have to feed a little bit in the barn, and then we should be good to go for the night. So I just fed another 600 pounds out here in the bunk, and they'll have that cleaned out by morning. Should be about done now. I'll park the tractor back in the shed here and see what else we got to do. Alright everybody, so chores are all done tonight. I'm just finishing up the evening here, mowing some waterways and road ditches. But this is the end of the video, guys. If you guys liked it, please give it a big thumbs up. I work really hard to put these milking videos together. It just takes a lot of time to do. So again, if you enjoyed it, please give it a big thumbs up. And if you want to see more, subscribe. And with that being said, guys, we'll see you next time.